Okay, this is lesson 13.1, find median, mode, and range. Our learning target is find the median, the mode, and range of a data set. Our success criteria: I can order a data set, I can find the median, the mode, and the range of a data set, and I can describe a data set using a single number. Okay, so let's do this explore, guys. You have, it says the table shows the high temperatures in a city over the last week. You have high temperatures in the city, right? 82, 90, 84, 93, and so on. Order the temperatures from least to greatest. Okay, so the smallest number here in our set is 82. Then it will be 84. Then we move on to 85. Then 90.
No, 89.
Oh, 89. I missed it.
I like this lesson.
Then 90. Then 93. 93 shows up twice.
So we just write 293?
You have to write two 93s, okay? You have to write two 93s.
I really like this lesson. Yeah, you're not going to write the one. And the last.
I am going to wait for you to stop talking. Are you done? Okay. Now, it says, which single temperature would you use to describe the city's high temperature over the last week? Which one? Look at the question. Which single temperature would you use to describe the temperature, describe the city's high temperature over the last week? Yes. Which one?
90. Did you say 89? No, I think it's 85.
You think it's 85? You say 89, right? Before. Okay. It's 89, and I'm going to explain why. 89 is the temperature that's right in the middle. The median, the middle number. So the one that describes the temperature is 89 degrees. If you say 99, what about these other temperatures that were also warm? Remember, because all these are high temperatures. What about all of these? Right? So the one that is more or less the number that describes most of the temperatures would be 89, because that's in the middle of your data. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, let's go on to the other side. A data set is a collection of information. Median and mode are two measures, okay, that describe the typical value of a data set. Range is a measure that describes how spread out the data set is. For an order data set, the median is the middle value. Okay, remember we have to know. We have to know. To know. Okay, so we have this data set, right? And notice, are our numbers already listed from least to greatest?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. So what is the median number there?
9.
It is 9, right? We look, and then we say, okay, and then that one's the one that stays in the middle, so the median is 9. Now, the mode is the data set, is the value or values that occur most often. In other words, that number that shows up more often in your data. If you notice, which number shows the most in here? 5. So then you write the mode is 5. Okay. Then we have the range. The range is a data set the range of a data set is the difference of the greatest value and the least value. Like for example, and they didn't give us a data set again. We have this data, the one on the top, right? Go ahead, open it. Please, please. Okay. Come on. So the range is of a data set is the difference between the greatest value and the lowest value. For if you look at this data set, which is the greatest number there?
12.
So then I take 12, which is the smallest number.
4.
So I subtract the number. 12 minus 4,
8.
it's 8. So that means that the range
It's 8.
is 8.
So,
The range is 8. I'm going to do one more example, okay? I'm going to do the try it. Okay? Use the data set for the roller coaster wait times. Find the median of the set. First thing is first, I need to arrange my my times from least to greatest. That's the number one thing that we have to do. So I write 11, 12. 12 shows up twice. So make sure you write it twice.
There's 2 12?
Yeah, 12 and 12.
Oh my.
Notice how I am
That's the most.
notice how I am crossing the numbers as I go along. The next one is 15.
15.
And I cross it out, then I write another 15, and then I have a 16, then 17, and an 18, and a 20. Correct. So now, because I am looking at the middle number, right? Let's see if we have, let me see, this one goes with this one, right? Middle.
Yeah, there's not in one, so I'll say 15. Yeah.
So which is my middle number?
15.
15. 15 is my middle number.
That's pretty easy. Wait, I didn't see that 16 either.
15. Now, when I write my answer, pay attention. When I write my answer, I look and see what are these doing? These are what? Minutes, right? So I'm going to write 15 minutes. Do you have a question?
Well, how much if there's 2, like, if there's two, like, just 2 12 and 2 15, then there's like nothing.
Well,
What would be the mode?
right now we're doing median.
So you're on the next one.
Okay? Here, now we're going to do mode. Okay, remember, we already have it. We already have it from least to greatest, right? So what would the mode be? We have two numbers. We have two numbers that show up the same. Do we? We have 12 and 215. So the two numbers that show the most. So then for mode,
What's mode?
mode is the numbers that appears the most in your data.
I'll say 12
Okay, so the answer is 12 minutes
and 15.
and 15 minutes.
Oh, you just put, okay, I see. Is there only, for this, there's only mode and median, right?
And
No,
range.
there's range. What's range?
Range is the difference between, for example, look over here. You see this set?
And the left.
You see this set of numbers? The difference, the range will be the difference between the highest number minus the lowest
So for
number.
that, it'd be like 9, right?
Yeah, so then range will be 9. Okay?
Okay.
So we are clear with this lesson. Yes?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Are there any questions with this lesson?
No.
No.